Another project I have on the list of to-dos for the day is to take these valve covers for my 48WL and oil blue them. Some of them, as you can see, have a bit of rust on them. They cleaned up okay. I spent about an hour yesterday wire brushing these to get them to the point of where they're at. Some of them look super nice. Not sure if that's a nickel coating or what that is, but that one's the best looking out of all of them. The other ones have a duller finish. You can see the pitting. So I've seen this done on other parts and I thought, well, we'll give it a shot and see how that goes. Hopefully I can give them a little better look than what they are. I did not want to sandblast these or vapor hone them and then have to go through and refinish them. I'm hoping to give it a nice like vintaged look, I guess. So we'll give it a shot here to oil blue these, and what I have is a tank of MAP gas. I have some 20W50 in a soup can, and I'm going to slowly heat these things up. I'm hoping that I can heat these up enough without wrecking them that I can keep these little hangers on there and then dip them in the oil. So follow along. We'll show you the process of what I'm doing. Not sure how much gas I have in my tank left. What I want to try to do is evenly heat these. I expect this to be a tedious process. It's going to take a little bit of time. And I'm hoping that I didn't make a mistake in leaving the coating on these wires and have that melt on the inside and then make a giant mess. Not that I can't clean it out. I'm trying not to add to the process. I would like to get a hot plate at some point in time. That way I can kind of keep everything at a consistent temperature, and I'd be able to just lay these on there and then heat them that way. I think that would help out a lot. Looks like that was fairly warm. I can smell the oil starting to cook a little bit here. probably need to be a little bit hotter to get it to adhere a little better. I do want to grab a pair of glasses just in case this does bubble violently. I don't want to end up with oil in my eyes. So we'll come back and get back to it. So what I'm gathering is the key to success here is to get these parts a nice blue color. That way it's the perfect temperature to get them to turn out looking pretty good. Gives that nice blue effect to it. So what I'm going to try to do is go back through the ones that I didn't heat that much. I'm trying to be careful on how much heat I put to these things because I don't want to ruin them. So I'm going to go through and try to re-blue these ones. The first 4 that I did didn't turn out as dark as the last 4 parts that I did. So we're going to try to heat these again and see if I can get that nice color. See if we can bake
the oil that's on there currently into these parts and then re-blue them. We'll see if it works. I'm not sure if it will.
Well, the camera batteries decided to tank on me while I was filming the process. I didn't get a chance to film the cleanup process and kind of how that looked, unfortunately. But I'm pretty pleased with how they turned out. Real quick, couple of takeaways on the project itself. My thoughts with them, I feel like you have to heat them up to that bluish purplish color before you actually put them in the oil. That bluish purplish color then stays on them. When you don't heat them to that level, then they don't blue properly. It's just my thoughts. I've never done this before, so I'm not exactly sure how it's supposed to turn out. I've seen other videos of people doing it on other parts, and I thought it would look good on these valve covers, you know, just to kind of give them that vintage look that looks consistent with them. Anyway, we'll show you what the finished product looks like. So this is how they turned out. Not too bad, honestly. I do like the coloring of these two better than these two. I feel like those were nickel plated, honestly, and I don't believe that these were. I could totally be wrong here. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but they did turn out fairly well. They have a nice consistent color across for the most part, better than they did. So I'm pleased with how they turned. If you are going to attempt the project yourself, I definitely recommend not using wire with a coating on it. You know, unfortunately, I didn't realize the temperature that those were going to have to get to in order to blue them properly, and that coating did melt off on the inside of a few of those valve covers. I'll have to go through and scrub that out, which it's something that's easily cleaned up. You know, I'll just pick it apart and then scrub it out with a wire brush and it'll be clean again. So cleanup won't be terrible, but if I would have stripped the wires and just used, you know, just the copper itself, it would have made for an easier, you know, cleanup in the end. Again, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys following along. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit that subscribe button. As always, I appreciate you guys sticking around. We'll catch you next time.